Hey, it's me, Jer. This video is actually going to be about a very conservative price speculation for IOTA. But I have to, the elephant in the room, right? I gotta mention this freaking China FUD that's going on right now. I was up late last night watching or listening to the news on the China ban on ICOs. All China is doing, okay, is creating a giant fire sale for cryptos. That's all they're doing. And they're also showing how communist they are. So congratulations to China for being so communist and showing everybody how communist you are, okay? Because even the states, even though our banks or our government may be a little bit nervous about cryptos, well, guess what? We regulate them, right? We don't ban them, we regulate them. At least the SEC does the smartest thing of just regulating them. It doesn't mean that, that ICOs are banned here. They're just regulated. But China has to just ban them? Bad move. Because you know what? People that want to do ICOs, to all these tech people that are legitimate, obviously, and that want to create new, ICOs for funding for their projects, they'll just go around you. Because you're just China. I mean, I think Hong Kong may be outside your jurisdiction, so maybe they'll just base themselves out of Hong Kong. Maybe they'll base themselves out of Singapore. And if those two, if they're not able to do that, maybe they'll base themselves out of Germany, just like IOTA, or they'll base themselves out of the Cayman Islands. I mean, there's many ways to go around you. Okay, so don't worry. So China, you're not doing anything. You're just causing a little bit of FUD right now. I just wanted to get that over with. The video is about IOTA, and I'm going to make the most conservative and realistic and logical price speculation for IOTA. I'm going to explain how I came to this to the number that I'm going to come up with. Okay, I'm going to tell you how I did that, and the reason. Well, the reason is this. I've been combing through the web and looking at other price speculations from other people on YouTube, just combing through Google, combing through forums and subreddits, and some are really good, but some of them sound like they're ridiculous. We're talking about $2,500 in 2 years, and $1,500 in 12 months. We can't. I mean, those numbers, you really can't. I mean, they're very bullish, which is good because you're very optimistic, but those numbers aren't realistic. And I don't want people thinking that it's going to go that high, that quick. I hope that happens, but I don't think that's realistic. And when you invest in something, you always want to look at a horizon, a timeline of, when you will get out or cash out. And it has to be realistic. You have to have some sort of idea, right? Because you can't just invest in something blindly just because it sounds good or you heard about it. You want to do a little bit of research. So what did I do? I looked for the most authoritative institutional or sector reportings for business sectors, reports of the size of the IoT market globally, USD. There's many reports from 2011 from Cisco for like 19 trillion in the next 25 years. Those don't galvanize a number good enough for me, because I don't want to think, oh, in the next 25 years it'll be worth this. 25 years is too much anyways. I don't want to. I'm looking at 2020, the last quarter of, so December. Okay, and to me that timeline seems very, very realistic. So, and something I could hold on to in my mind. So what I did is I found 3 reports. Now the 3 reports, I'm not pulling these numbers out of my ass. I'm going to put them in the description, the reports, so you could see what I was reading. 3 reports that I took were the most current that I could see, that were written in 2016, and they had numbers or speculations that were within a shorter period, because I wanted something more concrete. I just jotted the 3 numbers here just for the video's sake so I could tell you. So one of them was a report of 724.2 billion in 2023. That's the IoT market globally. The other report was 883.55 billion in 2022. That's report number 2. Third report, 661.74 billion 2021. Awesome. Now I got 3 reports, 3 numbers. I don't want to look at 2022, 21. I want to look at 2020. So what did I do to these numbers? I slash them. I say conservatively, realistically, and logically, we're looking at a $500 billion market for the IoT globally in 2020. I mean, you can argue that. I think that's pretty realistic, okay? So 500 billion I'm only going to give IOTA 5% of that. So 5% of 500 billion, 25 billion. Now there's other factors you want to look at. IOTA, unlike all the other competitors or competing IoT companies, is a crypto. So what are the benefits to that? It's not just a crypto, it's a cryptocurrency. That's feeless, fast transactions. That's a platform. I think it's going to have a larger holding or market cap out of the entire cryptosphere. So it will be closer to number 2 and number 3 and number 4 overall market cap. We know that market cap for cryptocurrencies is going like this, and it's accelerating a lot quicker. When these floodgates open to a lot of equity holders, it's just going to blow up. It's going to go up to $1 trillion, hundreds of billions at least. So realistically, because of those factors, a dropping dollar by 2020, also inflation, also it being a dominant crypto, which no one can compete with in its space, it being a platform, $14 USD by 2020, I think that's realistic, and that's what I'm going to hold on to. That's my price prediction. If you have any comments or you think I'm full of crap, please leave a comment. I'm curious. I read everything. But hey, thanks a lot guys for watching. $14 2020. Thanks.